Hi guys, welcome back to Codecast. So today's video I will be reviewing this model. Well, I think you kind of familiar with the model because it is the same model, the same brand as the one I reviewed before, the RUF SCR in magenta. You can watch the video. Yeah, this is the ARBox or almost real 64 scale, but this time the model itself is the RUF Rodeo Concept 2020 in sand gold color. And this is what the model looks like inside the packaging. Well, as far as I know, the only brands that make this model, the RUF Rodeo Concept 2020, are only ARBox and Mini GT because as to my knowledge, like this car, the RUF Rodeo Concept 2020, is only like a concept model, and RUF only done a one spec only, like this one in this color in this spec, and they didn't do any other spec. So I think like Mini GT and ARBox only do this kind of color with no purpose of like recoloring of the model, or maybe reuse the model because maybe RUF didn't allow it. Yeah, anyway, the box itself is pretty similar to the RUF SCR magenta, so I'm not gonna talk about the box, and we are going to jump into the model. And before I go to the model, as like the similar ARBox, we got the cards like this, and it's written the RUF Rodeo with this unique logo of the rodeo, and you got the concept, like digital concept of the model itself, and the name, the RUF Rodeo Concept 2020 in sand gold. And yeah, that's pretty much it what you get from the ARBox packaging. So now let's jump to the model. And as you can see, I think I like this model better than the RUF SCR because first, this model packed more details than the SCR, and I want to talk about it from the front. So as you can see, this is like a very nice details, and it has a very realistic texture because this one should be like a rope in a real car, and almost real did the same with the material. Like if you see this is a individual like type of ropes or maybe threads, and you can see this, what do you call it, like this one is pretty much very realistic to the real car. Instead of like Mini GT, they only did it with a plastic texture like a rope. Well, I think I understand that because maybe the production cost and other stuff, but I want to still appreciate for what Mini GT did for this model, but almost real, but ARBox, they are on another level for replicating this kind of details in 64 scale. So I really like this detail. And also, what you don't get on a Mini GT is that you get this like tow hook on the front, and also the tow hook is visible on the back side too, like this one. You need to be careful so they don't get like fallen off from the model. And then back to the front, you got these four fog lights with a RUF logo in the center, as you can see that. And also the headlight is pretty much similar to the SCR. It's pretty standard, but it's pretty nice and clean headlights. Moving on to the side, if you notice, the most notable details from this model was this blue accent on the tires, which is a Michelin logo on the tire profile, and it kind of looks very nice and very detailed and has a very crisp like writings. For this small details. Like you could see and you could read the Michelin writings on the tires. And also, like the previously reviewed SCR, the Rodeo itself, it doesn't have any calipers behind the wheels. So yeah, I think that is one of the downside of the AR models or ARBox. They don't have a calipers. um what else? The details on the side, I think it's pretty much it, because the only details that I wanna point out is the tire profile in this Michelin, and then you got the mudguard on the front and the rear one. Moving on to the back side, this is a very interesting details too. We got this shovel that was like glued on the rear hatches, engine hatches, and I think it's pretty detailed. Like you could see that it's a separate parts. And also we got the standard details from ARBox, and this also has this kind of texture, I think, the engine. And as I said, we got the another tow hook in here. Yeah, the top side itself, we got these details like the concept photo. And also, if you notice, we got a Rodeo logo on the roof rack too, if you could see that. And for the details on the roof rack, the backs itself, I think it's nicely painted like in this brown and green color. And also for the interior, we got this kind of brown color interior, like only full brown color with no other details, which is like, yeah, I think it's kind of nice, although it doesn't represent any details like the speedometer and any other stuff. It's just plain brown, but it is better than the plain black one. If you could see the wipers on the windshield, it's a separate parts, but it's kind of thick. But I think I forgive this details, because if you go for a more thinner wipers, that it would break more easily. So I understand that. And yeah, I think that pretty much it for the details of the model. We don't have any much to talk about. For the base itself, the base is similar to the SCR magenta that I've reviewed a couple videos ago, but this one, it said the 100, I'm sorry, the 1179. I think this is the number, the quantity of the model, but I don't really sure, and I'm not really sure how much they produce this model. Maybe it's like 1500, I don't know, but I don't really care either. So yeah, moving on. We got the name itself, the RUF Rodeo Concept 2020 Sand Gold. And other than that, yeah, it's pretty much the logo on the underside. I think that's it for this model. Like, I really like this model, and it's pretty detailed for a almost real model, but sadly, like the SCR, we still didn't get the calipers inside the wheels. And also, yeah, this is a better version than Mini GT, but if you couldn't find this one for a cheap price, I think you should just go with the Mini GT instead. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this review. And if you wanna like the basic, like if you wanna comment, please comment down below. If you wanna subscribe, please subscribe. And if you have a suggestion for my video, please also comment down below. Give me more suggestion on how am I speaking and any other stuff. Yeah, that's it for this video. See you guys on the next video. Bye.